Hello everyone, Jaime Mantilla here. This video is for all my quality engineers or software testers out there. This is actually for software engineers or software developers as well. This is an AI-powered visual regression testing tool. I built this using byte coding or just using AI in order for me to generate the code using Cursor AI. So I just wanted to document this information for those that are on the fence still, that don't want to use artificial intelligence to become a creator or to be amplified. I see this era of AI as an opportunity for you to be able to amplify your skills instead of thinking or being fearful that jobs are going to be taken. Yes, jobs are going to be taken. And for those that don't use AI, those will be the ones that are going to be taken. But if you are into AI and if you start utilizing it as you're supposed to, experimenting and just, getting familiar with it, you'll be better in the next few months, few years, okay? So this is why I'm creating these videos. This specific tool, I'm just gonna explain you what it does. It actually takes the screenshot of a particular application that you're building. So let's say, for instance, if you are in a team that is building a solution for a specific client or even internally, let's say if this has a front end or user interface, this user interface is not supposed to change over time towards the end of the project, right? You want to make sure that it's stable. You want to make sure that it doesn't have many changes. And even if there is changes, you don't want those changes to affect the looks of the UI. So in this case, you want to use an application like this one, where you have a baseline of what the application should look like. Even you can have like a Figma design or something like that, where towards the end, you know what the application should look like, which is the baseline. And then if, let's say, in 2 or 3 months, there is a deployment that happened, you want to make sure that you compare whatever was deployed with the baseline to make sure there's not a huge difference. So that's what I'm going to showcase in this demo right now. And as you can see here, I already have a baseline from Cursor, which is the application that I used to build this application. This application was built using Python and Streamlit. I use this for rapid prototyping. It is not the best looking application because it's not designed for that. This is more for data science and things like that, for being able to visualize data and things like that. But if you want this to look a little bit better, you may want to use Next.js framework or something else that is going to have a better look and feel for the user experience, okay? But for now, again, this is more of a prototype MVP, or what we call it, a POC or proof of concept, to be able to build a solution, test it, and if it makes sense, then you invest to be able to build it either correctly or looking in a better way that you want, okay? So this is the baseline. This is the application. This is the screenshot, okay? Now what I'm going to do to test it, I'm going to send it another URL from another AI coder or code editor. In this case, this one is called Windsurf. In this case, I'm going to expect it to fail, but as you can see, these two look completely different, okay? So I'm going to show you actually in the code or the folders. Here's the baseline. So here's the baseline of my image. So I already have a baseline, and the test images are going to come into this folder. And if I go back into here and I grab my Windsurf URL, I'm going to paste it and I'm going to run it. In this case, it's going to run it. It's going to go through OpenAI or GPT-4 to analyze the images, and then it's going to tell you what is wrong with the images. So in this case, it's going to fail, and it's going to tell you why it failed. So if you just bear with me a few minutes, I'm going to show you what it looks like, and then I'm going to read the actual description of what it was generated, all right? So in this case, test completed successfully, image saved on the baseline folders, and the test image and the baseline folder. So if I go to the baseline image is the same, and then this is my visual test for Windsurf. So if I go back to my application, as you can see here, you can see that the similarity score is 41.92% and is failed. Okay, I expect it to fail. This application has like a similarity threshold that you can use. In this case, I want it to be as close as 100% because I don't want any changes. But again, you can play with it and you can actually modify it as you want. But I'm going to read now what it tells me, see if it makes sense. Now, so GPT-4 analysis, this is from OpenAI, and it says like this. The two screenshots show significant difference in UI, content, and layout, which is accurate, right? So branding and header. The first image branding is cursor, while the second branded was windsurf. The first screenshot has a black header with navigation, link, price, and features, whereas the second has a dark blue header with a different navigation, product, enterprise, and etc., right? So it's black header for cursor, and then the blue header or greenish for the other one, right? The main heading. So the first image features the heading, the AI code editor, while the second is introduced into Windsurf editor. That's true. Buttons. The first screenshot including a button for downloading for Windows and all downloads button, and the second screenshot's download for Windows button and explore features button. Okay? So it has two buttons. That's true. Then background and design. The first screenshot has a vibrant gradient background with a coding interface preview, and the second screenshot has a dark blue background with an abstract wave pattern. So you can see that. Like it's, I don't know. I mean, this excites me, and at the same time, it pisses me off because you can see the accuracy of these and you can see how this can help many companies, and many people are shying away from it. Many people are not using these when you can see that the opportunity is huge. Okay. I'm not pissed off just because of this technology. I'm just pissed off that people are not taking action and taking advantage of artificial intelligence as a tool to be able to be better. Okay. Overall, as you can see, everything that I've read, I didn't type it. AI type it for me, right? Just because I prompt it correctly, or just because I use artificial intelligence to actually create its prompts to be able to generate something like this, like this amazes me, right? This is something that for somebody that is doing manually, it takes time, right? It takes time for you to be able to write a detailed summary. It takes time for you to be able to test the things. All I'm doing here is putting a URL, clicking run button. It compares side by side what the images were, and then it gives me a summary of the issues. So here I can take these. If I need to generate a bug or generate an issue that needs to be worked on, I just copy paste these, copy the screenshots, and then generate the ticket, right? So again, I'm just showing you this because this is very important from now on, like in your life. This is something that you need to get into, and this is something that you need to utilize and start utilizing, playing with this to get more familiar with. Okay. Now I'll continue. Sorry for the rant, but again, this is just amazing to me, mind blowing, and that's why I'm doing it. Now, additional content. The first image shows a code editor interface at the bottom. The second image includes banner with top promoting the new Windsurf brand. User interface elements. The first screenshot has a sign in and download button at the top of the right. The second screenshot has a profile icon and download button at the top right. Overall, the two screenshots differ in branding, design elements, and the presentation of content. Okay? I hope I have made a point here. I'm just doing this for fun, experimenting myself just because I'm in the AI journey, in order for me to be able to learn and take advantage of AI as much as I can to be able to be amplified. I have this AI amplified community or AI amplified concept that I'm using everywhere, right? Just because I feel that this is, again, making me more efficient, making me smarter, is making me better, in all areas of life, not only technology. I can ask it whatever I want. And I'm able to generate, reports, generate code, generate anything I want. So my life is much better and more efficient just because of it. So I hope I made the point. If you have any questions, if you have any ideas, if you want me to help you in any way, just let me know. I'm here to help where I can. That should do it. I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care.